Good morning, all. Welcome to session 2 of Edu-Robo. In session 1, it was a motivational lecture. We have discussed about the significance of software and hardware, that to real-time systems and their applications, and the current scenario, specifically in science and technology. What is science? What is technology? And their combination, or you can say applications of science. Today we will discuss about what is that we are offering in this Edu-Robo program. We have created a 3 levels of program for software and hardware development, and every level is of 6 months. The basic level, level 1, could be done even from school education, even you can say from 7th standard onwards. One can do that, absolutely no problem. Some extent level 2 maybe partially also can be done, maybe some junior college students, but level 3 definitely more of a engineering perspective. As an engineering perspective, I would say level 1 could be from first year engineering. Let it be any branch: mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics, instrumentation, computer, IT, telecommunication. It could be any branch. Rather, as I said, it could be science also, or it could be arts also, commerce also, because software is everywhere, hardware is everywhere. That's what I'm going to talk about in the preamble of why it is so important today to know about software and hardware. Then I will brief you about what is that we are providing, what way we are different. This is not any advertisement or a commercial activity. It is a skill development. You can say it's like a non-governmental organization for the benefit of students community. We are in the field last 30 years in the industry as well as in education, training programs. We feel whatever is possible from the professionals, we have indigenously developed our own solutions. And it's the time when the students are facing serious nature of problems in employability. We thought degrees are not enough. We need to have some professionalism in the learning process. There should be some component of self-learning, lifelong learning, and it should happen time to time. So keeping in mind all these aspects, we have designed this program. At least one program, one should do it. But then it's not a group activity, right? I mean, generally we have a habit of 2, 3 people sitting together. Somebody will do something and others will watch. We don't encourage as a group activity because, finally, when you start building the things or developing the things, if you have a habit of depend on others or looking some solutions, then it's very difficult in this profession. You require a logical thing. Software cannot be developed by, copy paste sort of a thing. See, it's a language, right? And software is a language. A language, you have to practice it. So do it yourself. Our concept, our tagline is do it yourself. It is an activity based learning. Activity means every week we will give one activity, preferably weekends, morning time. I will give one activity, I will post it. I will post a recorded session. You listen to that and you implement it. And if you have any problem, again I will give the solution maybe next week. you can try it. But before I post this solution, try yourself, do it yourself. But it's not just a software, it's a software on a hardware. Maybe the next session I will highlight why it is so important to practice software on a hardware, how it is different from practicing a software on a computer, and what is the market today, that I will highlight in the next session. Today's session is to brief you about this program, Edu-Robo program. What is that we are offering? 3 levels. All right. So, as I said in the motivational lecture, I myself, Dr. Y.S. Rao, Dean R&D, Vice Principal of Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Sardar Patel Institute of Technology. My degrees are electronics, computer, and embedded systems. PhD from IIT Bombay, embedded systems, but majorly on power electronics. And I was also consultant to few industries. One of them is solar industry, like Flarium, Gadia Solar. I'm also a corporate trainer for some of these companies like Siemens, L&T, Carox, and so on. Mtron Technology is our company. But recently we have started uh, Ramakrishna's Go Green Science and Technology Center in Andhra Pradesh, which is a skill development center as well as some spiritual meditation concepts. So we are planning some social activities mainly for students, rural students, and some technology development for agriculture. So the center is developed in near Vijayawada, that is Krishna district, what is called Vellanki, the place is called Vellanki, and the mandal is Veeralapadu mandal. It's 15 kilometers from the highway of Hyderabad Vijayawada highway near Kisara. All right, it's a beautiful place. Approximately in 3 acres of campus, we are building this facility. So in Mumbai is our startup company, and SP-IT we have incubation. Anytime, any of these places you can visit if you want to be part of some troubleshooting, soldering, building a new products, or some internship programs as a part of our ongoing industrial projects. All right. So that is just a brief introduction about what we are. So in the motivation, as I said, that we have completed we are completing 75 years of independence. What are the so far our achievements and what are the goals ahead? How the world is looking at us now. So far we have taken care of our needs, but now time has come to think of the global needs. So it's an open market, lot of competitiveness. A good number of opportunities are there, but then unless you have those abilities, the degrees are of no use. So that's a really worrisome. So with that intention, we know the initiatives of government and of India, but at the same time, as a industry person or a educator or as a student, we also has our own responsibilities to be ready, industry ready, so that the day you pass out, you have those abilities to communicate, to present, to build, to demonstrate, to commercialize. All right. So these are all the aspects of any product development. Okay. So this session I will be briefing you about the significance of this Edu-Robo training program, and three levels what we have created, and the hardware features. So for the benefit of all of you, let me read what I have written about the preamble of this program, why it is so important. Today we all use lot of electronic devices. Knowingly, unknowingly, we are actually interacting with so many devices, right? When you drive two-wheeler, actually you are interacting with a computer. When you are driving a four-wheeler, when you are applying some brakes, you are interacting with a computer. Like that, in your kitchen, you have microwave ovens or refrigerators, air conditioners, of course, mobile phones. Today, your headset, right, your cordless headsets, your television, which is no more analog television. It is connected to the set-top box, it is connected to the satellite, it is displaying the digital contents, you are able to record it. It itself is a computer box with a storage capacity. But more than that, today it has an operating system. So today your television is not just connected to the set-top box, it is also connected to Wi-Fi. It is connected to the data centers through internet. So through some apps, right, you are able to watch whichever is the serial or movie as and when you want. You can stop, you can replay, whatever. Actually, it's a computer. And now we are talking about the drones, electrical vehicles, no more petrol or diesel vehicles. So electrical vehicle is nothing but a computer. So a lot of software. Launching a satellite is much easier than developing an electrical vehicle or a mobile phone. Maybe you can find out through some articles which one is the toughest job. Your mobile phones, your four-wheelers, or these drones, they are more complicated software and hardware development than launching those missiles. All right, so with that intention, please remember this generation or the future is all about the software hardware partition. You should know how much software is there in the system. You should know how much hardware is there in the system. But it is not your IBM or Microsoft or Intel computer or the standard products of Lenovo, Acer, HP, Dell. It's not that. Your mobile doesn't have, right? Your mobile is not Dell or HP or Lenovo, right? It's something else. CPU is something else. Operating system is something else. Same thing is happening these millions of devices. So keeping in mind, as I said, it is an interdisciplinary area, irrespective of your branch, the courses which you are studying. You may be art science students, commerce students, engineering student, medical student, agriculture, wherever, whatever may be your career plans. But if you doesn't know the software hardware partition, at least the minimum knowledge, then you will be literally will become a handicapped in your career. You always has to blindly depend on others. It is as good as you will become a labor, right? Helpless. So it is, I'm not talking about the degrees, your career plans. I am talking about the skills, the minimum skills which are required for the future generation people, right? That is called real-time software hardware development. Okay. But then it is not just a teaching, right? It's not just a pre-recorded teaching or online teaching. This has to be done hands-on, right? At least I know, do you know how to change the fuse in your house? Or how these electrical or electronic systems, whenever a minimum troubleshooting you have to do it, or maybe whenever you call to these call centers, they will advise you to do certain things, right? Reset, restart, some sort of a thing, or Wi-Fi configuration. The minimum knowledge is required, otherwise literally you will become helpless. Okay, so that's why, as I said, software and hardware is everywhere. In future it will be more, because people's expectations are smart devices. So we will discuss the third session is about what is that robotics are smart devices. All right. So we have in our product development center PDC, we are building this hardware and software mainly with the help of some internship students. So even if you people are interested, most welcome. And as far as this board Edu-Robo is concerned, it's a CPU ATML microcontroller based board ATmega 328, and consists of some motor drivers, sensors, LCD, LEDs, right? Some Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and some infrared sensors. So this will help you to learn at least 3 modules of 3 levels of programming skills, including the hardware. So it's activity based learning. You can do it from your house or your school, college, wherever you are. And it won't be a burden for you while doing your academics, right? Whatever is school, college you are doing, while doing that, this just one activity, if you do it weekly once, then it will help you in not only software and hardware development, also about your personality, because we will have a group discussions, then your presentation skills, communication skills, leadership qualities when you participate in some competitions. Yearly, twice we were planning to do that. So these are some expected learning outcomes. It's a free training. We are not charging anything. That is from our initiative from this skill development center. This is the first initiative we are starting from this year, 2022. So level 1, as I said, anybody can do that. Absolutely no engineering knowledge is required, no programming knowledge is required, no hardware knowledge is required. We are not making any assumptions in level 1. Even a 7th standard student also can do that. And we have done also in the past. And they enjoyed also. So whatever, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, first year engineering, absolutely. Or the person who doesn't have any knowledge about real-time software and hardware development, one should do that. So we are not making any assumptions. So this is all about what is programming, what is software, what is hardware, what is integrated development environment, how one will develop the programs and transfer the programs into the CPUs, and how to understand the some circuit, how to understand the schematic, how to understand the board, and some basic components like LEDs, LCDs, buzzers, right, or some communication systems. As a programming point of view, at least one should know the very basics of data types, structure, pointers, buffers, conditional statements, but not about the computer. Please remember, this is other than computer. Maybe the next topic I will highlight you why we are not talking about computer. It is other than computer. The future, I already said, the future is all about not computer. It is computerization of the objects, isn't it? So that is level 1. In level 2, implementing some themes, right? Let's say you wish, if you look at the applications of today, applications of these, or even robotics point of view also, if you see the applications like pick and place or searching, finding, right? So there are multifunctional applications are there. The same system is reprogrammable by fine-tuning some algorithms, or by changing some end effects one can implement several applications. So let us take some themes of national or international level themes. Generally IIT Bombay is doing every year. Similarly, some European universities are also conducting these themes. So by looking at those hackathons, right, those competitive themes, let us try to implement such type of themes in these robots, which are actually, I would say, the task. So a given task, how to implement it. I know it's a challenging, but as I said, the software is not simple. No more it is a simple algorithm. No more just a on-off type of algorithms. It is more complicated, smart algorithms. The way a human thinks, we wish the machine should think. That's where today we are talking about artificial intelligence, right? Machine learning, and so on, right? So when you say whatever is the human intelligence, when you want to put it into a device or a machine, that's where the smartness comes into picture. So how to make these things smart? How to make you, why do you, is your washing machine is smart? Is your air conditioner is smart? Is your lift is smart? Is your train is smart? So anything, what do you, is your mobile is smart? So what is that smartness? How smartness comes into picture? So that's what is about the level 2, slightly structured, reusable, and theme based program development. So every level is 6 months, every week one tutorial, weekend there will be a session, there will be a doubt solving session, and there is a pre-recording session. Level 3 is slightly internet concepts or wireless communication concepts. Today we all know 2G is gone, 3G is gone, 4G is gone. Now 5G is coming, in future 6G will come, and so on. So what is happening to the internet? Why the communication protocols are continuously changing? Why the bandwidth is not enough? So what's the problem? Today when we are able to have video conferencing, we have done, no? Why again people are saying that, oh, you need to change your phones, or you don't need to, you need to change your those service providers and their installations and so on. So what's happening to the technology? The reason is, we already seen our televisions are communicating, our air conditioners are communicating, almost every device, your smart watch is communicating. They are communicating wirelessly to the data centers. So like that, if every device, your drones, your four-wheelers, right, your houses, house appliances, your office, your industry, every device, when they are communicating to the data centers through internet, imagine what is the requirement of the bandwidth. Not enough, not enough, right? When you are talking about the driverless cars, right, drones, electrical vehicles, imagine what is the kind of computational requirement. When you are talking about AI everywhere, right? When you are saying that intelligence, in the system, imagine what is the requirement of the database, the analysis, the kind of analysis, the kind of algorithm one need to implement. So probably I know it itself is a huge subject, but at least the basic concepts. When I am saying that there is a sixth sense or a fuzzy logic based, my refrigerators, air conditioners, or two-wheelers, four-wheelers, drones, I should have the minimum knowledge how things are happening. So what is these algorithms, right? What is this 4G, 5G communication protocols? What is this Internet of Things platforms, Alexa, right? How it is working, how this voice-based automation is happening. What is this cloud solutions? You are dumping entire data on the cloud. So what is this cloud platforms, right? So I wish that at least, I mean, I know it's not complicated, but then at the same time, you cannot avoid it. You cannot make assumptions because they are everywhere. So let us try to incorporate those technologies into our system. See, we are not saying that you need to buy 3 different boards. There is only one board, but you can implement all 3 levels. But there is no hurry. We are not in a hurry to finish in 1 week or 15 days. Then the purpose is not solved. You should get sufficient time to implement on your own. Do it yourself. So there is no hurry. Take your own time, but do it yourself. So that's why with a low cost hardware we have built, we have developed, partially mounted. Remaining thing you can add on your own. We are providing as a part of the kit. As and when required, then only you attach it. Don't be in a hurry. Immediately, you immediately don't think that it should have 2 legs or two motors and 2 wheels or like that. No hurry. As per the tutorial, as per the level, then only you attach those components into the system. Right? So that is about the level 3. So this is how it looks like, where 2 versions, base kit and pro kit. Base kit consists of some CPU Atmega 328 and motor driver L293D and sensor driver ULN2803, power supply 3.3 volts, 5 volts, USB driver converter, and then buzzer, LCD, TV remote sensor and DC motors, tires, infrared sensors and so on. So we have tried our level best to accommodate all possible input, output, peripherals, controller, sensors. On top of it, when you go for Internet of Things, right, cloud, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all those things, if you want to implement to the same baseboard, you can have few more attachments, what we call as a pro kit. So we will provide those things, or in the beginning itself, you can procure the pro kit. So this is our design. It is our design. Please remember, it's not there. I mean, the popular Arduino boards, it's not that. It's our design. If you want to do it, even soldering, most welcome. You can come to our center anywhere, either in Nandigama, Andhra Pradesh, or in Mumbai. You are welcome. You can do it on your own. We will be happy. Or if you have your own concept of building, we are willing to help you out to redesign with the modern controllers or the sensors or the applications. We are very happy to part of your research. And we don't disclose your ideas. We'll help you to patent your ideas or publish your ideas, exhibit your products. Absolutely no breach of confidentiality. We will help you if you want to start a company. We will help you all the logistics required, including the infrastructure. At least in Mumbai, Bhavan's campus has startup companies. 10 lakhs to 50 lakhs seed fund is also provided if your idea is selected. So we are very happy to support you. All right, so it's open. There is no limit. I appeal once again to all of you. Do it yourself. Then only you will get the confidence. By reading, by listening, right? It's not a story, right? Profession has to be practiced. Ideas has to be implemented. Then lifelong you will remember, right? Maybe you can do job, that's okay. While doing job also, you can convert your ideas into products. You can start your own company. You can go back to your institute and pick up few students and sponsor them to convert your ideas into products. Or you can start your own company. You can commercialize it. Now today you have a lot of websites where you can upload your product and start doing the business. Or you can transfer your technology. Whatever the technology you have developed, you can sell it to some other companies. You can patent it. So a lot of opportunities. Please remember, it is an interdisciplinary area. Science and technology has to come together. And skills cannot be developed overnight. All of a sudden you are in final year. Oh, I mean, my profile should improve, or I should have some lot of activities in the profile. How it is possible? All of a sudden this cannot be possible. Right? You have to practice it. It has its own stages. Okay, so all the best. This is about the today's session. In the next session, I will brief you about the software and hardware. Thank you.